In this video, we're going to look at something called the angle addition postulate. This is very similar to the segment addition postulate, and it makes a lot of sense. Basically says if you have this angle here, angle ADB, and you were to add the measure of this angle BDC, then it would equal the total angle from here to here, ADC. That's really all it says. So we can write it as an equation. We can say the measure of angle ADB plus the measure of angle BDC equals the measure of angle ADC. And that's all it says. So you just got to identify that. And now we just substitute. So ADB is 23 degrees plus BDC is 31 degrees. So that equals the measure of angle ADC. So that equals 54 degrees. So not too much going on there, just really summing them up. That's it for that type of problem. Here's another situation. Same deal. I can start by writing the equation, the measure of ADB plus the measure of BDC equals the measure of ADC. And I can start subbing in. In this case, I know ADC and I know BDC. So I don't know the measure of angle ADB, but I know that BDC is 41 degrees and ADC is 78 degrees. So I'll just subtract 41 from each side to find the remaining, and that's going to be 37 degrees is the measure of ADB. So that's the basics of the angle addition postulate. Now we'll look at one that's a little more complicated. So in this situation, I know that angle ADC is 80 degrees, and then I'm trying to find out what each of these angles are. So I write an equation once again, measure of angle ADC plus the measure of angle BDC equals the measure of angle ADC. And I'm going to sub in. So ADC, actually I made a slight mistake there. The first one should be ADB. So ADB is 2x plus 10, and BDC is 5x minus 7. And together these equal 80 degrees. So I have a nice equation to solve, so it's always a good habit to start solving that. So if I combine these, and since these are plus, I can pretty much, the parentheses will break down nice and easily. 2x plus 10 plus 5x minus 7 equals 80. So I'll get 7x plus 3 equals 80. If I subtract 3 from each side, I'll get 7x equals 77. Divide each side by 7, I get x equals 11. Now 11 is not my answer. 11 is what I'm going to plug back into this equation up here. So ADB is going to be 2 times 11 plus 10. It'll be 32. And I could stop there because it did ask me what ADB was, but let's just do a quick check. What is the other angle? It'll be 5 times 11 minus 7, so that's 55 minus 7, which will be 48. And to confirm, 32 plus 48 does in fact equal 80, so it lets me know my work probably checked out. So 32 degrees would be my final answer. But it helps to check your work like this because mistakes happen. So just take that extra step and you'll avoid that. All right, so until next time, I am Derek Genova. Have a delightful day.